Actually, kind of hope I can get access to the freaking chat. That would be kind of cool if I can get access to the freaking chat. So this thing is on. Hey, what's up, everybody? Apologies for sort of not knowing what the fuck I'm doing for a couple seconds. I'm doing this in a different way than I usually do it, so just give me a second to figure it out. Hey, what's up, Glowbusters? What's up, Anthony Riley? What's up, Ute? What's up, everybody? Just some impromptu research. I'm not even like doing anything. I was going to research this here, so I figured why not live stream while I'm researching it. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, it's there. Might as well show it to you. That stuff is flat, says Neil deGrasse Tyson. I have mugs and shirts, but you guys know that already, don't you? All right. Well, okay, so here's basically what was happening. Let me share my screen here. Okay, looks like you guys can see my screen now, which is good. Great. So as you can see, I'm researching. Y'all are in the chat, so it's sort of like we're just doing this together here. Okay, so this all began because I recently heard that apparently the Southern Star, there kind of is no Southern Star. Let me see here. Southern Star. Apparently, there's no Southern Star. Come on, Southern Star. Okay. Finding the South. What's up, Allison Richards? Hi from South Florida. What's up? Finding the South Celestial Pole. The South Celestial Pole is only visible from the southern hemisphere. It lies in the dim constellation Octans. The octant, Sigma Octantis, is identified as the South Pole star, over a degree away from the pole, but with a magnitude of 5.5, it is barely visible even on a clear night. In fact, I think if you come up here, somebody said, I forget where, might have been here, that the South Pole basically is almost useless for navigation. It's not effective, is basically what I'm trying to say. It is not, it's not reliable. The North Star, insanely reliable. The Southern Star, however, they say is not. As you can see, there's all these stipulations on how to locate all these extra stuff you got to do, because there isn't really a Southern Star. And I found it interesting. Let me, because, you know, when you do a time lapse of, let me see here. When you do a time lapse of, let's see here, Southern Celestial Pole time lapse. Now, I'm not sure which one of these images actually, because, you know, sometimes some of these might be the North Celestial Pole or whatever. So when you do a time lapse of the South Pole, from what I understand, you're not going to have that pinpointed North Star Polaris smack dab in the center, which, you know, is again that very powerful navigational aid that's been used forever. You're not going to have that when you do these south celestial pole time lapses. Now, let me see here. Let me see if I can find actual. Okay, not time lapse. Let's go with Star Trail. Let's see if I can find an official Star Trail photo of the South Celestial Pole. Now, you know, astrography of the southern sky. The point is that you're not going to get that defined North Star in the pinpoint. And I think I've even heard people say that there's like a little hole there because it's there is no South Star right in the pinpoint. So there's like center. So there's going to be like a little gap there. Whereas in the north, with the North Celestial Pole, you've got that North Star right in the smack dab. Laurie says, I'm a Poe, in it for the money. I mean, if that helps you sleep at night, because more and more people are becoming globe skeptics, and it helps you sleep at night to think that we're just Poes doing it for money. I mean, you can attack skepticism if you want, but yeah, I mean, there's yeah. See, Laurie's mentally ill though. Laurie doesn't understand. Again, Sigma Octantis is identified as a southern star, right? But it's not in the central rotation point. It is off by a few degrees, or like what was it? It was like 1 point something degrees. I forget the exact number. It's off. It's not in the smack dab center. So it's not really a southern celestial pole. It's just the next best thing. And it's certainly nothing like the North Star. And let me point out here that in the Wikipedia page, I think they mentioned, oh yeah, here it is. Polaris is near the celestial pole for only a small fraction of the 25,700 year precession cycle. So again, they're appealing to some 25,700 year cycle that nobody was here to see 25,000 years ago, and nobody will be here to see 25,000 years from now. And we all know that within the next 25,000 years, they're just going to keep moving the globe post. They're going to keep moving the globe post like they recently did it with the Earth's atmosphere. They originally thought it extended to 124,000 miles. Now it turns out it extends to 394,000 miles, and now it includes the motherfucking moon. And right, Laurie says there have been several North Stars. Yes, when? Thousands of years ago in the distant past, according to the ancient Greeks or whatever. And that is what one article said. I forget, I think it was a separate Wikipedia page. It said, oh yes, the Greeks had a different southern star 2,000 years ago. Well, when you have so many hoaxes from the Greeks, you know, it's just so many poor arguments. And when you start appealing to ancient people like Eratosthenes, and it turns out that is his experiment, Eratosthenes' experiment is the biggest joke to ever grace the face of the flat plane Earth. You just, after a while, you stop trusting the ancient Greeks, you know, with Eratosthenes, the Library of Alexandria getting burned down. How convenient. Same thing happened with Pythagoras. A lot of his stuff was like burned down. It's great. So let me get to the point here, because I've kind of been kind of rambling here. So a few months ago, there was an article. A bunch of articles came out. New Antarctica map is like putting glasses on for the first time and seeing 2020. A high-resolution terrain map of Earth's frozen continent. will help researchers better track changes on the ice as the planet warms. And you may never make it to the South Pole, but you can now see Antarctica and its glaciers in unprecedented detail. The researchers this week announced the release of a new high-resolution terrain map of the southern continent called the Reference Elevation Model, or REMA. Blah, blah, blah. And one of the researchers involved in the project said, oh yeah, here it is. Until now, we've had a better map of Mars than we've had of Antarctica. And apparently now, this new map of Antarctica is the most accurate map of any continent ever. Just one big gaping problem. This is a picture of their new incredible satellite image map, right? Oh shit, one big problem. What happens when you zoom in on the South Pole? Oh shit, we got a problem here, guys. We got a big problem here, guys. What happens when you zoom in on the South Pole? Oh shit, what's going on here, guys? Oh fuck, we're fucked. Oh shit, check this out. Oh my god, watch. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god. Let's watch. Oh my god, it's the South Pole. Everybody loves the South Pole, right? It's so cool. Wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? Wait a minute. What is this? What is this blur over the South Pole? What's going on? Let's zoom in a little more here. Oh my god, people. The most accurate map of Antarctica ever has a massive blotched out hole over the South Pole. And it turns out that the explanation that they give for this very ironic anomaly, because, you know, on the flat Earth model, the mainstream one, azimuthal equidistant map projection, aka potential actual flat Earth. Laurie says I'm a white male. Maybe I am. Maybe I am a white male. I guess that makes me a demon by default. The only way to not be racist if you're a white male is to get on your knees and sell your children. Give your children away, and then you're officially not racist. No, actually, that's called that's basically called BLM disorder, Black Lives Matter disorder, and it's basically when you hallucinate racism where none exists, because the liberal media thing has got you thinking that you're oppressed. But we're off topic here, aren't we? So imagine the most accurate map of Antarctica ever. Someone says D Marble is racist. Well, I think he thinks I'm a racist. I think he thinks I'm a Nazi, which I think is fantastic. But again, I think D Marble might have Black Lives Matter disorder, like I just said. Black Lives Matter disorder is when you think Nazis are hiding in every bush, scheming to attack you or something. So I think he thinks I'm a racist, and that's fine, because you can't reason with the mentally ill. And Black Lives Matter disorder is a mental illness. So let's get back to this. So imagine the irony. Imagine the freaking irony that the most accurate map of Antarctica ever has a giant hole in the most defining characteristic of the South Pole, or rather of Antarctica, the South Pole. Imagine that. Now that's irony, right? So my question was very simple. How do you explain this? How do you explain this? Well, I was thinking earlier today about how there's no real, true southern celestial pole. Nothing like the North Star, Polaris. And I find it interesting that these time lapses of the alleged southern celestial pole, which isn't even a southern celestial pole. It's like a half-assed wannabe. southern celestial pole. I find it interesting that there is a hole in the south celestial pole when you look at these star trails. And to be clear, I'm not 100% sure on that. So if, you know, if you guys want to go and double check, I'm not going to assert this as 100%. Yeah, Honey Badger says, what's up with the dislikes? I think there's an obsessed troll army that has notifications. So the moment that my videos go up, they storm in to dislike because they're that scared of a globe skeptic. It's so funny. Yeah, so very, so you guys, so maybe you guys can go out and confirm it, but I'm pretty sure that when you look at the southern celestial pole, number one, there is no actual star right in the dead center like there is with Polaris, number one. And number two, these time lapses of the southern celestial pole, well, there's going to be a bit of a hole in the middle because there's nothing in the exact center of the celestial pole, or at least really, really, really close to it, which apparently Polaris is off by like a tiny amount, but it's right there. So I was like, okay, wait a minute. So this is a common phenomenon, by the way, guys. This Antarctic, this hole in the southern pole. It turns out that a lot of satellites do not fly over the South Pole. But that's right. A lot of satellites do not fly directly over the South Pole. So it's priceless, really. So the most accurate map of Antarctica, you couldn't move the satellites over a couple degrees so that it was flying over the South Pole and at least got a little bit of images of the South Pole. You couldn't do that because apparently most satellites, actually not most satellites. When it comes to satellites that fly in a sun-synchronous orbit, basically none of them that are currently active fly over the actual South Pole, the 90-degree marker. They don't fly over it. A lot of times they'll fly 89 degrees. A lot of times they'll fly 93 degrees, 86, but they don't fly 90 degrees right over the South Pole. And apparently this is the reason that they don't have any clear shots of the South Pole. Globebuster says the South Pole balloon satellites keep running into the dome so they can't get the shot. That's probably what's happening, honestly. Who knows? So that's what they say, and they claim it's because it saves energy. That's why. So let me type this in here real quick. Let's see here. Satellites. Sun-synchronous satellites. Sun-synchronous satellites. Right. Yes. So this is shenanigans. So as you can see here, hang on. So this is called a polar orbit. Polar orbit is when it goes right over the 90-degree mark, right over the poles. Right over the poles. But most satellites are flying near polar. Near polar. So again, 89 degrees, 93, 86. And that's why they claim they can't get images of the South Pole, which is absurd. So basically what happened, here was my question. My question was simply this. Isn't it interesting that time lapses of their southern, or rather star trail time lapses of their southern celestial pole has a hole in the middle because there is no actual official south star, south celestial star. Certainly, when you compare the star trail time lapses to the North Star Polaris, you're getting something that's right there, pinprick in the center. Funny how the South Celestial Pole Star, there's a hole. It's nothing. There's nothing actually there, and the South Pole, there's nothing actually there. The South Pole satellite images, the vast majority of these satellites are not flying in a true polar orbit. And that's why so much satellite photography, alleged photography of Antarctica, has a giant missing hole in the South Pole. So it really had me wondering. Let me turn on my stop screen sharing. So really had me wondering. Really had me wondering. Here's your mainstream flat Earth map, right? Azimuthal equidistant map. Here's your ice wall, wiggle wiggle ice wall around it. If there's no southern, if there's no South Pole, because there's no South Pole on a flat Earth map, mainstream flat Earth map, there's no South Pole. If there's no South Pole, so much so that when they take satellite images of Antarctica, coincidentally and conveniently, there's a giant missing hole in Antarctica over the South Pole. When you make Antarctica flat, it becomes the edge of the flat Earth model, right? Flat Earth map. So my question is, can you take what happens to Antarctica when you flatten it out? Can you take what happens to a flattened out Antarctic ice wall and maybe learn something from that? So again, I'm just winging this shit here. This might lead to a ditch of futility. It's called live research for a reason. So I'm just going in just random. Let me see how many dislikes there are on the video, because I know there's like a creepy ass troll army stalking me 24/7. So I'm just gonna check here really quick on my phone. In the meantime, that stuff is flat. Mugs. Science Man says you can't see Earth's curvature from 128,000 feet. Let me just see how many dislikes we got. Oh, that's not that bad. Yeah, there's a bit of a troll army, but it's not that bad. Okay. Oh yeah, guys, yeah, that yeah, it's right here. That stuff is flat. Hang on, let me just look at it. Yeah, see that stuff is flat. Science Man says you can't see Earth's curvature from 128,000. A hilarious troll. I mean, poke fun at the globe using their own words. Yeah, we have mugs and we have T-shirts. The link is right down there. You can get one for yourself. Okay. That stuff is flat. Okay. So I guess what I am speculating here, because that is what I'm doing. What I'm speculating is, what if just how there is a giant hole in so much of the satellite imagery of Antarctica, just like this giant fucking hole. In fact, here, let me show you some more. They even have a name for it. This is the official website here that released the information on the, quote, most accurate map of any continent ever of Antarctica. This is the official website. They even have a name for the pole hole right here. Version 1 of REMA includes approximately 98% of the contiguous continental landmass extending to maximum of roughly 88 degrees south. Besides the pole hole, it's right there. Besides the pole hole, some voids exist. These, as well as all sub-Antarctic islands, will be covered in future versions of REMA. And as you can see, take a look at the other alleged satellite, the other photos or whatever the hell compilations or renderings these are. Look at it. Look at the freaking pole hole right there. No satellite can go over this thing, even for the, quote, most accurate map of any continent ever. Are you fucking joking? Look at that. And they say it's to save energy on the satellites. With that budget, come on, bro. You don't have to save energy. Come on. So yeah, look at them. They all have the freaking pole hole. So again, my question is really simply is, if there's a missing South Pole on Antarctica, and when you flatten out the globe, you get this ring around the edge of the flat Earth, the ice wall. And since there's a missing southern pole star, there is no southern pole star there. I'm wondering if there's a connection there somehow. And I'm wondering if maybe we can learn something about the structure of the southern stars, because, you know, that's a big one flat earthers can't answer, supposedly. Maybe there's an answer there. I've heard some very interesting arguments, one from P-Brain, YouTuber called P-Brain. He provided some interesting explanations on the southern poles, southern stars, I mean. So it just makes you wonder. They both have holes. They both presuppose that you live in a sphere Earth and that there's northern hemisphere stars and southern hemisphere stars. It makes you freaking wonder. So that's basically what I was just looking into. I mean, it's not even like, that's just what I was looking into. Well, Sergio Jean Gonzalez says there's no explanation on a flat Earth. Keep it real, bro. No, I disagree, Jose. I think that the globe allegedly has a lot of explanations, but they have to stack on absurdity after absurdity. You know, I'm not going to get into it now. Jose, you're going to have to like say something to trigger me in the comments, because I'm not going to get into it now. But I just said it a million. I don't feel like saying it again. It's just, my point is, they say flat Earth. They say the flat Earth model is an ad hoc model, meaning they say, oh, flat earthers they're just changing the model to fit observations whenever they get it wrong. I say that's exactly what the fucking globe is. I mean, after all, they just changed how far the Earth's atmosphere extends out to. They just changed it. They're always tweaking shit. Matthew Baker says the globe is a racialist. Yeah, I mean, just racism is just like, everything's racist, dude. Like, dude, like I said, if you're a white Caucasoid, I mean, the only way to not be a racist is to just get on your knees and slit your throat. I mean, that's it. That's it. I mean, I'm just like, just a racist, bro. Just a racist. So yeah. So yeah. I would say that the globe is an ad hoc theory. The globe is an ad hoc theory. Axial tilt, equatorial bulge, wider below the hips, pear-shaped, magnetic poles versus geographic poles, sun and the moon appearing to be the exact same size despite being separated by 93 million miles, and the sun being 400 times bigger, but they just coincidentally happen to look the same size despite it all blowing up out of nothing for no reason, coincidentally out of the Big Bang. And of course, the biggest ad hoc theory of all, gravity, to glue the whole shit together. Because without gravity, you can't walk around right side up on the underside of a spinning ball. Flat Earth Data says he likes my mug. All right, well, there it is. It's nice. Not the best lighting right now. Still not the best lighting. Anyways, the link is in the description. I mean, if you actually want to get one, you know, like, it's right down there in the description. So yeah, so they're always tweaking and messing with the fucking globe. And I would say the globe is such an ad hoc theory. They've been proposing so much ad hoc insanity for so long that we just accept the absurdities. You know, a flat earther might be like, oh, well, how do you explain sunsets? Oh, because the dome is refracting light, and that's why the sun appears to disappear. Jose Gigi Gonzalez says, are they free? Are they free? What's wrong with you, Jose? This is, you know, I make a little profit on these, bro. Free mugs. I hope Jose isn't going to be like, you make money, you're evil. The mind of God says, we will crowdfund you a mug, Jose, if you come back to the light. So, yeah. Moving the globe post cup, red pill. We'll get you some 10 mugs, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing my zero fucks given shirt. It's like a cat shirt I made months ago. You know, cats always tip cups over. Anyways, who cares? All right. Todd Le Tornado says making money off the weak-minded is pretty low, bro. Well, no, because only high IQ skeptics would ever question the biggest religion in the world. So that, I mean, come on, bro. Like, hello. I mean, come on, bro. This is duh. Okay, so, God, what the fuck was I? Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, ad hoc theories. That's what the globe is. I believe that's what the globe is. That's it. There's so many crazy concepts you have to swallow in order for the globe to work. The Mind of God, $10 super chat. Lighthearted yet serious channel. Enjoy the content. Thank you. Appreciate it. La mente de Dios. La mente de Dios. The mind of God. The mind of God. The mind of God. So the globe is an ad hoc theory. She got helicopters. Says I have terrible Spanish. No, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty decent, actually. I think you're probably just a hater, dude. Globebusters heavy in the chat today. Heavy in the chat today. Bob, it's Bob, right? That's who runs Globebusters, right? Bob. So I guess that's Bob, right? Bob. In with reality, no money involved. Hey, okay, cool, yeah. Jose says he doesn't do it for the money. Oh, that's great, man. That's really amazing, bro. Jose is uncorrupted by money. But can you be corrupted by peer pressure? Jose, that's the question. Can you be corrupted by peer pressure? The pressure to conform to the consensus. La mente de Dios. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's not, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. My Spanish is pretty terrible, but I can say La mente de Dios pretty well. Jose says he's a one-man gang. I guess, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know how you can go back to the globe. I mean, me as a globe skeptic, like I don't know if I can go back to the globe, like, because I'm just like a globe skeptic, like, you know, like hashtag like skeptic, hashtag like skepticism, hashtag lifetime member of the International Skeptic Fund, double lifetime subscribee to Skeptic Magazine. I mean, just like sorry if I came across as a dick, but I've heard you make some really rookie errors in another video. I mean, yeah, my Spanish isn't perfect. I don't claim that it's perfect, but Flat Earth Data claims he just purchased one of my mugs. Well, if you really did, thank you. Appreciate it. You'll love it. There it is. Brilliant. It's hard to see, you know, it's really hard to see, but it's nice. It's nice. Gets the job done. You get to drink your fucking whatever. Globe Tard Tears. Unknown Assassin. How much you want to bet that you're going to talk about the whole vaccine argument next? I can see you being a vaccine skeptic. Unknown, are you a glober or globe skeptic, or are you a flat earther, or are you just a glober? What are you, Unknown Assassin? So so yeah, that's what I think. I think that the globe. Someone asked, "Is Godless Engineer okay?" No, I'm not sure. I don't know if he ever recuperated from that slaying, that live slaying. Jose says, "Who wants a mug with Degrassi face on it?" No, thank you. I pass. Yeah, I mean, it has his face on it, but it also has him saying, "quote That stuff is flat" from 128,000 feet. So I think it's worth it. Johnny Arcade says, "Your poor father failed you, buddy. I've never come across a more unintelligent human. You defend yourself with ad hominem attacks and base your objections to reality on video games. Skeptic, LOL." So here we have somebody who mocks skeptics. I'm just shocked that you would not support being a skeptic, would not support skepticism. But hey, not everybody, you know, is a member, is a dual lifetime member of the International Skeptic Fund. Not everybody believes in like being skeptical and like asking questions instead of like believing things on like blind faith, you know, right? So it's like, yeah, like some people like are actually skeptics, and but like other people, they're not skeptics, you know, like hashtag like just like, you know, we're the skeptics, and that's fine. Like, I'm not trying to reach people who aren't skeptics. So like, it's really about, are you a skeptic? I love the part about appealing to video games. Uh, uh, we have an alleged $100 donation. LOL, bro, what happened to you? Before you helped red pill me on the left. Now you want me to give up the globe. I always loved your videos and I was unsubscribed from you. Glad you're still making content. I hope you will consider making more content on feminism again. Oh, well, thanks a lot, Sadvorian. Appreciate that. It's very generous of you. So what, did you recently find my content again? After being unsubscribed, I lost a ton of my pro-Trump, you know, right wing, if that's what, it's not even really right wing. It's just like, it's MAGA, basically, Make America Great Again, which, you know, of course, that's racist. You know, this is like, oh, that's racist. Like I said earlier, guys, if you don't get on your knees and slit your throat, you are a racist, and you will face the consequences. So get on your knees, apologize, and sell your children into the black market. And then maybe you won't be a racist. I lost a lot of those subscribers. What's up, Ranty Flat Earth? I lost a lot of subscribers when I started talking about veganism, even though I recently, well, not recently, for like the last 6 months, I totally fell off veganism, fucked it up completely. So that was a shame. Kind of getting back on it though. So I lost a ton of subscribers when I started talking about veganism, and that's fine. I think I lost more subscribers talking about veganism than flat Earth. I mean, that's how polarizing veganism is. Not even flat Earth could compete. What happened to you before you helped red pill me on the left? Well, I mean, I red pilled you on the left, and that's good. You know, the left. I mean, what is the left? The left is basically privileged white liberals using race baiting to divide and conquer. And it's like, I call it white liberal supremacy. And one of the things they've done is they've got some, and thankfully it's just some, because a lot of black people in America are waking up fast. They're realizing that the white liberal supremacists, they don't care about you, and that they chop your legs off by telling you that you're oppressed by the white man. Unfortunately, what's happened is now there's an epidemic of people who suffer from BLM disorder, Black Lives Matter disorder. I actually diagnosed this years ago. And Black Lives Matter disorder is when you think KKK members are hiding in every bush, hiding in every bush. And so you see racism where none exists. And that's how the white liberal plantation works. It gets minorities thinking and self-victimizing themselves. And it makes them irrational, emotional, unhinged. Sometimes they're freaking violent and crazy. We had the Jussie Smollett, incident recently, where the guy actually paid people to do this creepy, crazy, violent hate crime on himself. On himself. Put a freaking noose around his neck, poured bleach on himself, and apparently he had, you know, wounds and he had injuries from the alleged attack. So I think he even got those dudes to actually like rough him up a little bit. That, or he punched himself in the face. So it's like, it's crazy, it's unhinged, and that's what happens. And so it's really sick. So you know, you say that I red pilled you on the left. Well, that's great. And now that I want to red pill you, now you want me to give up the globe, he says in the super chat. Well, I don't want you to give up the globe. I just want you to be like a skeptic. You know, and there's different ways to become a skeptic. There's a whole bunch of ways to become a globe skeptic. I mean, you can sign up for, you can become a lifetime member. You can even become a dual lifetime member. So you can actually sign up for 2 lifetimes. Become a dual lifetime member of the International Skeptic Fund. Donate to skeptic organizations. Just, just like be a skeptic. That's really what I'm trying to say. It's like go out there and be a skeptic. Make a YouTube channel called, I'm a skeptic, or Mr. Skeptic proves the globe, or like, we are skeptics, and it's like skeptics, man. Like it's like skeptics and shit. Like, hey, we're, like make a channel called the Skeptic Community. Join the skeptic community and become a skeptic. That's really, that's what it's about. And it's really special when you become a skeptic. It's amazing. So that's all I really want you to do is become a skeptic. Just ask questions. Don't believe authority figures blindly. So I don't want you to give up the globe. I want you to become a skeptic. So again, thanks for the $100 super chat. I really appreciate it. Jose G. Gonzalez says, keep doing what you're doing, Radical Philosophy. I appreciate content. Thanks to all of these products. Thanks to all of those producing content. I'm out. Peace. Okay, later. Jose G. Gonzalez. Globebusters says that Flat Earth data is a satanic shill trying to divide the Flat Earth community. Well, I mean, who knows, right? I mean, who the hell knows? There's a lot of trolling going on, but I don't really know much about Flat Earth data. I heard him on Nathan Oakley's show the other day, and yeah, it kind of sounded like you were trolling hard, but maybe you're serious. I really don't know. Right. See, right. There's, Bob from Globebusters just said, being a skeptic is excellent advice. Flat Earth is full of skeptics. Exactly. Like, but I don't understand where this hateful resistance to skepticism from Globers is. Like, they don't want you to be skeptical. I'm just so confused. Really, really confused. Are you afraid to admit you're a flat earther due to the stigma of the label? No, I'm not. I really am not. I'm not there yet. I get closer every day because my journey of skepticism is revealing that there's literally no conclusive proof we live on a spinning ball. But I'm not a flat earther yet. But I get closer every day because skepticism and high IQ actually like you realize that the so-called slam dunk proof for the globe is really trash. Flat Earth Data says Flat Earth Data is a true skeptic. Back-legged fool says you're not a skeptic. When you are proven wrong, you get butthurt. That's not skepticism, you tool. Yeah, I mean, I've never gotten butthurt over being proven wrong. And in truth, I'm not sure I've ever been proven wrong on anything I've ever said flat Earth related. So I think you're just a butthurt who hates skepticism. You're just butthurt and you hate skepticism. And I think that's sick. I don't know what you can maybe do to make up for it. Maybe again, consider becoming like a lifetime member of the International Skeptic Fund. That might do something. So I mean, I just like dude, like I don't know, like do something. That stuff is flat. Science Man says that stuff is flat. $100 super chat. Holy shit, bro. Ranty says, awesome mug. Here, let me try some here. See if I can get like a brighter image. There you go. A little better. That stuff is flat. Focus, you piece of shit. Better. That stuff is flat. Link is right down there in the description if y'all want to get one and sip some Globe Tard tears every morning. Hey, what's up, Cynical Skeptic? Lower that brightness there a little bit. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I think, yeah. So you know. That's right, Winston's Julia. Sip Globe Tard tears. Ranty's going live in 80 minutes. Hey, I will. I'll let you know. Any particular topic today, bro? What's in my mug this morning? A Dragon Pearl Jasmine tea. I believe it's green tea from the company May Leaf. MEILEAF. You know what? I'm gonna do a plug for May Leaf because their shit is just so great. So I'll be right back. I'll be right back. May Leaf up in this bitch. Right. Love this shit, bro. Housekeeping questions. Housekeeping questions. Wow. Housekeeping questions. Okay. Yeah, guys, check it out. May Leaf. I hope the camera's not inverting it. MEILEAF. May Leaf. It's, you know, it's not tea bags. It's not tea bags with, you know, powder tea. It's not tea bags with a bunch of freaking powder. You know, this is it's actual like whole leaves, you know, whole leaves. These are kind of like, these are rolled up into little balls, and it has some jasmine flavoring as well. So it's really good, and it's nothing like the tea bag powder dust piece of shit. So I just highly recommend it. They have, you know, they can go to their website. This is not promotion. I don't get any money for this. I really like the company. I think they do great stuff. Besides, they probably wouldn't accept me as a sponsor. Too politically incorrect, unfortunately. But that's okay. I'll give them free advertising anyways. No, it's actually not black tea. It's actually scented green tea. It's actually green tea leaves. So anyway, so that's what I'm drinking this morning. So mayleaf.com. I've been buying from them since, damn, late 2016, I believe. Maybe earlier. So I've been going for a while. They're actually from the UK. So it's, you know, you got to do international shipping. But if you're in the UK, I mean, just do it. No, I do not eat the tea leaves. Should I? Anyways. Yeah. Hey, I'll let you know, Ranty. I think I'll be able to do that. Maybe I'll be able to join. I got some stuff I got to do because I got an interview with a video game programmer, professional video game programmer tonight. And he basically says, yeah, video games do not use gravity. Contrary to what fucktard engineer told me during our debate a couple weeks ago, they're not using gravity, which should be obvious. Most video games have flat maps. Gravity pulls things to the center of mass, creating spheres. Doesn't work on a flat map. So yeah. He's a professional video game designer. He's told me he has he's been doing this for he's been programming professionally since 2006, but he's been programming since he was second grade, he told me. And I think he's 30 something years old. So the guy's been doing it for a long time. He tells me he has a lot of credentials. He's worked on some pretty popular video games. So the guy seems legit. And what's up, flattening atheism? And it should be interesting. We'll see what happens. It should be interesting. Someone says, "Love this shirt, cool shit." You mean the one I'm wearing right now? Zero fucks given. Because there's so many videos online of cats knocking cups over and just not giving a fuck at all. Zero fucks, because I love cats. Cats. There's just something special about cats. They're just really cool. Someone asked, "Are we using our high IQs today?" Well, it's sort of like an everyday thing. We'll rest. Our high IQs will rest, overnight while we're sleeping. But we're just like every day. It's just like high IQ, high IQ, high IQ. Just like 10,000 RPMs in the brain. Just like, just spitting out, just spitting out revelations. Like high IQ, just shocking, high IQ. Oh, sorry, I apologize. Let me not even mention IQ because that's racist too. I apologize. Let me shut up now. We don't want to offend people who have BLM disorder. People who think Nazis are hiding in every bush. Hey, here's a question. If America is so fucking racist, why does Jesse Smollett have to fake the hate crime against himself? He should be able to walk on through any little town in the South, and within 5 minutes, there should be some rednecks jumping out of the woods to try and lynch him, right? If America's so racist, right? So fucking racist. Why do they have to fake the hate crimes against themselves? It's a good question, right? Maybe because it's not that racist. And we've had a gazillion fake hate crimes. So many fake hate crimes. So many fake hate crime hoaxes, certified hoaxes. Jesse Smollett was just a tip of the iceberg. Finally, the boiling point where it all finally, the notion that minorities can fake hate crimes against themselves finally went mainstream with the Jesse Smollett case. But it's been happening for years. So my question is, if racism is so rampant and white supremacy is such a oppressive force, you shouldn't have to fake the hate crimes against yourself. So I think that's very fascinating. Very, very fascinating. But let me stop talking about IQ because that's racist. Back-legged fool says all flat earthers have to tell everyone that they're high IQ. Well, back-legged, aside from not being a skeptic, back-legged is he's also not very intelligent. And I really have to ask back-legged fool, what is your EQ? What is your EQ? Now a lot of the globetards, they don't know what EQ is. They're kind of lagging behind. They don't know what EQ is. So back-legged, whatever the hell your name is, fool. Can you please tell me? Can you please tell me what your EQ is? Not IQ, EQ. Please tell me what you. I hope you're not frantically typing into Google, what is EQ? Because a lot of people are making fun. Ever since Simon Dan did that ad hom smear job video on me, a lot of people love to mock me as the high IQ flat earther, which is a smear stacked on a smear stacked on a smear. Because first of all, I never have ever called myself a flat earther. I call myself a globe skeptic, not a flat earther. There's a difference. So I mean, literally from the onset, inaccuracies and poor fact checking. Of course, we know it's not a matter of poor fact checking. Let me see something. So yeah, so EQ. I don't know. I don't think back-legged fool ever responded. I guess he doesn't. I guess he's a fool. Yeah, no. EQ means emotional quotient because IQ means intelligence quotient. EQ is emotional quotient, and it's basically like what your ability to basically have like social skills, interpersonal skills. Basically, are you an incompetent autist? That's basically it. And I guess a lot of people didn't understand. Again, this is closely associated with a low EQ. Like your interpersonal skills are garbage, and you don't understand sarcasm and irony. So every time that I call myself, or that I say that I'm doing high IQ research, it's called sarcasm and irony. But when you have a low EQ, emotional quotient, your basic interpersonal skills are so shot that you can't even comprehend like social cues. So it's very sad that a lot of the globetards have really low EQs, and I was really stunned by that. I was like, wow, but it makes sense. I mean, it just makes perfect sense. Ray Rogalski says, you're not a globe skeptic. You just want something to act condescending and intelligent about. Whatever you say, bro. So, yeah, that's basically what it is, man. Yeah, Eric Dubay was basically my introduction to flat Earth. So he was really the person that like paved the way for me to actually be like, this shit could be real. Later, clearly flat Earth. Back-legged fool is now in full meltdown mode because I I told him that he has a low EQ, full meltdown mode. Yep. Yep. Well, I'm just kind of sitting here doing nothing, but why the fuck not? All right. Well, I think it might be done for now. Let me see here. That was basically kind of all. Like that was just basically just like kind of like spitballing and who knows what the hell's going on with this fucking Antarctica shit and the Southern Pole. I just find it funny that there's a pole hole on the South Pole, like at Antarctica, with all with the majority of the satellite images, and the Southern Pole star, there's also a hole because there's no actual Southern Pole star. So, you know, it's literally, they literally call it a pole hole. They call it a pole hole. There's a name by the mainstream scientists. They have a name for the tendency of sun synchronous satellites to not get images of the South Pole. They call it a pole hole because it's that common. And they say it's because they're trying to save energy on the satellites. So a lot of the sun synchronous near polar satellites, they'll get as close as 89 degrees, because 90 would be right over the South Pole. They get as close as 89. A lot of them are 89, then you have like 86, then you have like 91, 93, but you don't have any that are actually 90. In fact, from one website that I think is run by the UN that lists all current satellites that are basically currently active and working. From what I saw, there's actually no satellite currently active that goes on a true near polar 90-degree circuit. Instead, it goes on a near polar 89, 91, 85, 93, but never 90, right over the pole. They say it's to save energy. Yeah, fucking right. That's where we are. That's where we are. That's where we are. I don't really know what else to say at this point. I think I've said everything I need to say. Yep. Interesting gleam. Toby Larone says, Red Pill, where will this flat earth debate be in 5 years' time? That's a great question. "5 years' time." Oh, I think one key part of the debate is going to be the censorship of the debate. And as we know, they already admitted they're censoring it. So where will the censorship be in 5 years? That's my question. Did you see Cron Gracie say he believes in flat Earth on Helwani's show? No, I didn't see that actually. Pull that shit up right now. Pull that shit up right fucking now. See what's up with that shit. Cron Gracie, flat Earth. That's like the third UFC fighter that has come out publicly and said the Earth is fucking flat. Right. There was one, yeah, I think it was Cron Gracie who said it was flat during an interview, but I didn't see him on the Ariel Helwani interview. Was it Ariel Helwani's show, or was it just Ariel Helwani standing in front of him with a mic? Oh, watch the whole show, he says. Okay, very interesting. I definitely got to find that shit. Definitely got to find that. That stuff is flat. Thanks, McBrazzle. MMA show from yesterday. Okay, well, let me just look at that. Cron Gracie MMA. Well, it's not called MMA Hour anymore, is it? Or is it still called MMA Hour? Where the hell is Ariel Helwani's show now? Isn't it on ESPN or something? Ariel Helwani's MMA show. Why is it so hard to find that shit? ESPN. Okay, well, let's try that. Oh, wait, so you're saying did you see it on television? Is that where it was? Okay, no, I found it. Fucking took forever. ESPN MMA. Found it. Here, let me share my screen real quick. See what I put in. Sure. So, yeah, I know you said it wasn't posted yet, but so obviously they're already releasing the highlights. So I'm sure eventually they'll put it up. Hopefully they didn't take it down because, you know, flat Earth is racist or something. Yeah, how about the whole show? See, they haven't even put the whole show up yet, at least not that I've seen. It's all good. I'll take a look later for it. I'm sure it'll be up somewhere. Episode 35. Oh, wait, there it is. See, unfortunately, you guys can't hear my audio through this, I don't believe. You guys can't hear the audio. I hope I know I'm gonna get copyrighted. I gotta be careful. Anyways, I'll watch this later. Put this over there. Get freaking copyrighted by ESPN. Yeah. Great. Okay. All right, let me stop screen sharing. Okay. We're back. Yep. Very end of his interview. Okay, so okay, guys, I'm done for now. I gotta do some stuff, including preparing for the interview tonight. Guys, let me get the link. Let me get the link for y'all people. Guys, tonight around 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be interviewing a professional video game programmer. The guy tells me he has a lot of experience in video game programming. He's worked on some big projects for some big companies, video game design. And I'm going to be interviewing him. I talked to him over Skype for a few minutes yesterday. The guy is like lightning in a bottle. Or rather, he's not lightning in a bottle. He's lightning firing off in all directions, and you got to bottle that shit because it seems like he's just another high IQ skeptic. And he actually calls himself a flat earther. He says he's a flat earther. So, I mean, again, like you just see like the high IQ and like the skepticism, like being skeptic, and like it's just like wow, it's really impressive. So he seems like he is just, you know, hopefully it's interesting. So we'll see. But the guy seems very, very interesting. So that's it. So that is tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Well, it might be a little earlier, a little later. You know, I'm going to put the link in the chat right now so you guys can go fucking click the reminder. Click the fucking reminder. Link coming soon. Link coming soon. Not gonna make it easy for me, are you, YouTube? Yeah. Okay. I just put the link in the chat. There it is. Click on it and go click set reminder so you get a notification when I go live. Yeah. Thank you, Steve Krajnik, $4.99 super chat. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it, man. Guys, everybody, go click the link I just put in the chat right there. Click on it. Go set the reminders. Tonight, 7 p.m., more or less. Might be a little bit earlier. Might be a little bit later. Live interview with a professional video game programmer, and he's gonna show how video games do not use pull to the center of mass gravity formulas to simulate things falling straight down on a flat map. Should be pretty elementary, but godless engineer, he didn't know, he didn't get it. He didn't get it. So we're bringing a professional video game programmer on to explain things. So I think it's going to be lightning crazy interview, and links right there. Set the reminder, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye. And if you're a white Caucasoid cracker, get on your knees and apologize for your inherent devil nature, racist nature. Okay, later, guys.